I had a breakdown of sorts this weekend, and I texted you about it. March Madness, something that used to bring me so much joy, now brings me so much pain. So much pain. I didn't watch a single second of March Madness this year so far. And that's not the problem. The problem is that it doesn't even bother me. I mean, it's bothering me.
Yeah.
But in the moment, I was like, I don't really care. I shouldn't say I didn't watch a single second. I watched our game, and then I watched, who was it after that? I watched one other game after that. And I was sitting there, and I was like, I don't want to watch this. That's the problem.
March Madness has it's actually kind of a nice setup I had where I would follow along on Twitter, and when games got close, I'd turn them on because I don't think there were a ton of close games.
Yeah, I know early on there was a bunch of blowouts.
Like that Oakland, I watched both Golke games. That was
he's electric.
Unbelievable. Yeah. I don't get why can't they get him more shots? Like in that game against
just
Duke.
face guarding.
I was gonna say that's kind of the problem with college hoops, right? Is that
if you're gonna coming off screens and he's not fast enough to get open like Steph Curry, so
it was actually really funny watching him. And I was,
try to do it.
I was like, he would sprint like once, and I'm not that I'm used to because I don't do it with any regularity, but like. I've seen videos of them following Steph, and he's just full sprinting the entire time. Golke's like, I got one burst. He's like, I'll get open on this 3-second run.
That shot chart of his season is one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was
awesome.
Mean,
I was like, this is not what I think it is. It's like, nope, it is. Like he shot 7 2-pointers and one other 2 that he wanted to be a 3 because it was like right on the line.
Yeah.
So like 7 actual 2s the whole fucking season is that's crazy. Crazy town. He's the man. But like it's something Thursday and Friday used to be my two most favorite days of the year. We would either cut work, call out of work, go to lunch during work, and then go out all day and night, watch all the games, brackets and pools and just drinking and partying and mix it up with St. Patrick's Day, and we had a bunch of birthdays in March and everything. And it was the best. It was the absolute greatest. And then it started to I feel like when you don't gamble and you don't have a good alma mater, you just naturally every year kind of lose a little bit, Yeah. But there would be years like when I first had kids, I was like, fuck, I can't watch March Madness this year because I got to take care of my kids, or I got to do this or that. I got to go to work and then the babies but now I'm at a point where I was like, I don't know. I don't know anything about college basketball, and I didn't watch it, and it just is what it is. That's the worst thing ever. It's not even when you're like, oh, I wish I could, but I can't. It's like I don't know. I just don't even watch it anymore. It's crazy. That's like being like it's like if all of a sudden you just. I mean, I guess this happens too. I was gonna say Christmas. It's like Christmas isn't fun anymore either.
I like Christmas. I'm a stand for Christmas.
I'm the wrong person to be saying this, but as you get older and when you have kids and you're worrying about Christmas more than enjoying Christmas, that also becomes a thing where you're like, fuck, it's Christmas. But it's just like that part of me is dead. That part of me is fucking dead.
I think I still get excited. Like I enjoyed the amount I watched, but I also I watched last night. I watched James Madison Duke, and that was like
that's a game
I feel like those games happen a lot more than you remember.
Yes,
right.
You remember the buzzer beaters and the upsets, and then there's
this is a 30-point game that was never close for a second.
Yeah.
Which actually I think is a sign of maturity or old age. Is that I'm excited that there weren't that any really there's no Cinderellas because next week there's gonna be good games. I invest in my future.
That is the thing.
I want a 13 over 4. Now it's like, oh no, we're gonna get a couple blue bloods playing nice.
When the Elite 8 is 2 double-digit teams, it's like, all right, this sucks.
Yeah.
This fucking blows.